This is the end of this little stage now of my Senet pieces that I've been building for my daughter, and she hasn't seen them yet, and I don't know what sort of response I'm going to get from them, but I was waiting for bits and pieces, and I've got everything now, so I've been able to finish. But I would have liked a bit of bronze paint. Anyway, I had a bit of trouble getting the pieces. The pieces do actually fit into the box that I've made, and but you've got to lay them out in a special way. So I think I'm going to have to put. I've made a hole in this end, so as you can put a drawer in, and I may well have to put a hole in this end. And I think I've got the same. I think I've just got. I'll see what I've got room. I think I've got about that much room again. The same again, just about the same again, to put a case in. So I can put the pieces in one side, or half the pieces in each side, and then the sticks mixed in with them. So they're going easy. This would be too much problem, I think, putting them away every time in a set order. I don't think it would be. I think it would be quite irritating. Anyway, I'll show you all the bits and pieces that I've made. I don't know whether to varnish these or whether. I haven't been discussing it with anybody. I haven't seen anybody to discuss it with, but I don't know whether I should varnish the backs of these. Where the only indication that the game is called Senet is on the backs of the throwing sticks. And I've made the pieces, and I'll talk about them in a minute. I'll just set them up on the board, and I've still got a bit of painting, I think, to do yet on them. But I'll just set them up. I'm working behind the camera again. It's a little bit awkward, this, to do. That's that one. I'm being careful because they're just freshly made, so you'll have to bear with me. I don't want to break them just yet. I suppose it won't matter in a couple of weeks when all the furor's died down, but I suppose they're easy enough to repair. I've never had a piece broken yet, but I always work out that I can repair them before I do. And I'll just set that up a little bit because it looks a bit low to me, that. There we go, that's a bit better. And as I say, the box I've built as normal, and this box was just the same, covering it and everything. There was no problem with that. I've gone on to all that in any case. As I say, I've got a bit of an idea about putting a bit of varnish on this, just a yacht varnish, which is a sort of a flat sheen. It's not a heavy sheen. And I was thinking about putting a bit on the tops of these because it's only acrylic paint on there. It's gold acrylic, and I think that's a carmine. I wanted a deep. I don't know, it's not the word, succulent's not the word I'm looking for, but I wanted a deep, rich, reddy colour or blue, and I plummeted for red, but I didn't want a bright red. I didn't want a blow your mind red. I wanted something that was a bit less than red, but a bit less than the brilliant reds that you can get. And I had a couple of reds. I had the carmine red, and there's one here called Rouge Napthol. It's Napthol Clair, which is it's just a brighter red. It's probably got more yellow in it, but I was quite pleased with that anyway. And I was going to do bronze and gold. However, I finished off by putting the bits of felt on the bottom. Those are not weighted, but I couldn't go much higher with these because they're already a fantastic height. And what I've done, I put a coin on the bottom, and I've just added a bit of felt to stop it scratching the board. There's still a metre click to it, But if she's not happy with them, I'll make some more different pieces and put these to one side and do something else with them. But I don't know what they'll be like in play, whether they'll be confusing or what, because the normal pieces are flat pieces. So I may have well gone overboard on these a little bit. But I haven't played it or anything like that. I've just made the pieces, just finished the pieces. So and it is a bit of a performance to get them back into the box. And these are, as you can see, are those special dice from Dungeons and Dragons. Is it polyhedral or something hedral? And they're all different designs. That one's a little bit different to that one, and they're certainly different to that one. But I didn't have 5 of the same calibre. I just had that one. So I put that on at the end. I don't suppose it matters. Yeah, I didn't intend to do all this. I was a bit limited on what I had, really. And I do like having bits. If I'm going to do anything, I like to have all the bits and pieces in. And I don't walk very well now. Don't work very well either. But I couldn't get exactly what I wanted. I used to love going around the old shops and picking up bits of old jewellery and things and sort of things. I wanted to put some little gems on the side of the box, but sequins and stuff like that to make it look sort of glamorise it. But I think it's got enough on it. Anyway, that's as far as I'm going, and it's as far as I've done with this. And I have been messing about with other pieces, trying other little bits and pieces. I've got a couple of bits here where I'm trying to do like type pawns. These probably would just work just as well, and it's cheaper than buying. I think these are about £1 for 4. So if you get 4 of them and cut them in half, which I've done there, you can see that is just one bobbin cut in half. You get 4 of them, so you're going to get 8, which is so you're going to need a couple of packets of that. So it's a couple of quid, and probably £1 for the things on the top. So 3 quid, you can make as many as you want. That's what I do. I can just carry on making pieces and pieces and pieces now. So my granddaughter may well want one, but I won't go to all this trouble. It's a bit too adult for my granddaughter. I might make some pieces like this, or flat pieces, so she can play with it. And she won't want the bits and pieces to break, so I might even make them. Out of me. Little bits of wood that I take, which is just a brush handle, as you can see. It's just I've cut a piece off a brush handle, and then you give it a good rubbing down. I haven't got the dexterity now, as I keep saying, and I haven't got the patience anyway, but you can rub them into any shape you want, and you can get them as flat as you want and square as you want, and if you cut them better than me, you don't have to do as much rubbing. But I've been using my old trusty board again. This gets used for everything. It rubs plastic down. That's plastic on there, and it will come off. I think it's got a bit of gold paint on it, but when I get rubbing again, that'll pop off. So this comes in useful for everything. And yeah, so that's as far as I've gone, and it's mainly a record for me. I don't suppose I'll put this on YouTube, and having said that, I usually do. So I'll just stop there and hope that if it does go on YouTube, it's been of some interest to somebody.